What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again. Hopefully, you all can hear me with another Stadia live session. Let me know if this is not, if the music in the background is too loud. Let me turn it down just a tad. Just a tad. I think last time it was a little too loud. I think we're good there. Let me know if that's good. We got some people already in the house. Shout out to the homie Collins Dynasty. Collins, shout out to you, good brother. Can't wait till we, you know what I mean. I can't say nothing yet. I gotta keep my mouth shut. Says what it do. Shout out to Collins Dynasty. We gonna do some Stadia Dosage, and members of the Stadia community are ready to do some great things. And everything has finally set itself up properly for it to be rolled out this week. We kind of had a blessing in disguise because, when we were about to roll out our new domain host, our new domain host, which that's a whole nother, oh my gosh, man. Like, I want to call him out. Yeah, I'm going to call him out. Let me do that while people are filling in. And share this out. Let people know that we're live because we got some great things to talk about. We're going to be talking about the big community charity event that's happening within the Stadia community. It's a big deal. It's going to bring back some nostalgic Stadia gameplay feeling and combining it now with the great cause. So you definitely want to, check that out, get details on that. Then we're going to talk about the 2K situation. I had an opportunity to listen into some great podcasts over the weekend talking about it. Actually, Corey, do what we're going to be doing with you guys today. And that's asking questions or getting questions answered. I had an opportunity to do that this weekend with a great podcaster, and I got some very, very, very good clarity on some stuff. So I wanted to talk about it with you all. And then we're going to do this new thing called the feedback, where we're going to, talk about whatever it is that you want the Stadia company to hear, whether it's a game that you want, whether it's implementation, whether it's something you don't like. It's good for them to hear this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we fight the good fight for Stadia when they're being lied about, and we do that because not because they're giving us a paycheck or not because we feel like it's our responsibility. We do that as responsible gamers who care about other gamers. We don't want them lied to. We don't want their purchasing decisions led astray because people have agendas. So even though we do that, it is very important to make sure that our platform of choice is held honest and we give responsible feedback. We give it in decency and order. So, because when we do that, it makes it better, So we're going to have that segment occur. And we really want to get your feedback on the state of Stadia right now and your thoughts of things that you would like for the good people at Stadia to hear. Okay, I know my speech is all like butchered and chopped up, and you're like, what are you doing? Are you concentrating on the task at hand here? Yes, I am. I'm trying to advertise and get this thing out. This was very impromptu. I was going to do a video. We're going to talk about this video that I was going to do. I was going to do a video instead today, and I decided to hold the video back. So the video might not come out until tomorrow or Wednesday, depending upon how juicy that Tuesday blog is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely got a video lined up for you with the return of Stadia, SDO Daily, and I think you guys are you're really going to like this one. All right. But with no further ado, before I get back to the chat, let me do this. Let me show off a little bit. For those of you that don't know, I want to welcome you to another Stadia live session featuring MM2K. This is our open mic session where we take questions and stuff from you, and we break it all down. Now, sometimes I've had the audacity to say I'm having an open mic session, but meanwhile I'm babbling. Oh, excuse me. I'm babbling my butt off. We can't do that today. Number one, we're running a little bit later than we wanted to, and I got to pick up my wife. I got to be out of here by 1. So that's like in 50 minutes, I got to be out of here. So really, we're going to turn this over to you guys. I'm just going to pose the questions, and then we're going to get your thoughts on them. But this is the open mic session that we do periodically for the Stadia community. I am MM2K of PNTS Network and Stadia Dosage platform. All right. So before we get started, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button. Okay. Hit that subscribe button. And please rock those bells for notifications so people know that we are live. We appreciate all of y'all straight up. Y'all know the deal, y'all know the reason, and y'all know the slogan. We are not too proud to ask. All right. Let me do one more thing because I've neglected to put a proper tweet out to let people know that we're live. So let me do that. Let's put this out here right now. All right. Tweet that out. Ow! And hold on, let me do this. Okay, I'll just retweet that there, and then I'm gonna go here and let's see here. Come on. There we go. All right. So tweet join us now. Okay. All right, so we're live. We let everybody know that we're live. Let me see what we got. Cool beans. There is one more place I want to put this, folks. My bad. My apologies. We got the homie L Boogie in the house. And I saw that L Boogie. As soon as your comment pops up, L Boogie says Android police is saying bridge mode is rolling out today. I saw your article, so let me do this. Let me go back to Twitter. I saw the article that was here. Let me do this. Jesus, all these screens. I need a fourth. I have 4 monitors. I have 3 monitors active. I need a 4th one. All right, let me do this. Because this just ain't enough. Just so much stuff to go around and doing all this crap. It just ain't enough. All right. So let's do this. Copy link to tweet. Let's put it up here. And let's do a little something like this. All right. And this is courtesy of Android Police. It says soon you can use your third-party controller with Stadia on Chromecast Ultra. Oh, okay. All right. So let's take a look at that. And it says you can connect your phone to your. Let's make it bigger, and let's put it on the right screen for one. So shout out to the homies for putting this out there. So you can use your third-party controller with Stadia on your Chromecast Ultra. You can connect to your phone for wired or Bluetooth controllers, or use touch screen controls. Let me do one more thing too. I'm all over the place. Join us live as we cover the following breaking report. Let me see. Following breaking report. Bridge. What's it called? Bridge play? What's this called again? Bridge play or? Damn it. Let me see. Did L Boogie? This is okay. Bridge mode. That's what it is. Bridge mode. Just wanted to make sure I got it right. Stadia Bridge mode reportedly active, rolling out today. Rolling out today. Okay, and then we're gonna do something like this. KC. All right, so let's continue on. Thank you very much for that, Rev. When Stadia launched, it was only available on TV via Chromecast Ultra, and when going that route, you could only play it with the Wi-Fi powered Stadia controller, which is really one of my favorite controllers ever. You know what I mean? Google seems to have realized that it was a bit limiting, especially since you can use Bluetooth and wired controllers with Stadia on your phone, a Chromebook, or a Windows or Mac powered PC. To help spread controller support to more TVs, Google is allowing the Stadia app on your phone to act as a bridge for controls on your TV, including third-party controllers like those for the PlayStation and Xbox. The phone link solution here is less than elegant. Say you're using a Chromecast Ultra and you like to play Stadia game with an Xbox One controller. You'll need to use the Stadia linking code on the ambient TV screen to connect the Stadia app on your phone. Then tap the Stadia controller icon on the app. Then connect the controller to your phone via Bluetooth. Then tap the controller that appears on the Stadia phone app and tap play on TV and enter the code with the buttons on your controller. Easy, right? I mean, it's not 1, 2, 3, but I wouldn't say that it's cumbersome. The same system of bridging the phone should work on the Google TV, but there's much less reason to use it since you can play directly through third-party controllers to Android TV device via Bluetooth. A Stadia app is coming to LG's WebOS powered TVs later this year. It may need to use this phone linking system. A more handy addition is the ability to use your phone as touchscreen controller, which should be nice for times when a controller isn't around or if batteries are dead. The controller option should appear in the controller menu on the Stadia phone app. Obviously, touch controls aren't ideal for fast-paced, complex games, but they'll do in a pinch, especially for more basic titles. The update for both Stadia TV apps and the phone app is scheduled to roll out today. As always, it may take a while for Google to propagate it to all its users. Who wrote this article? Okay, so this is from Michael Kreider. Let me do some more. Hold on. Let me do something else. This is like I got my thoughts on this article that I want to express, and then I want to get your opinions on it, and then we'll move on to our already established topics. Let me first spread some more awareness. I think that's the only place I can go. Come on. All right, and let's go back here. I mean, should I put this in it? No, because I got a video I really want. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this, y'all, because these are the type of articles that burn me up. The reason why they burn me up is I don't like this new, and it's just me, could be me, the old man shaking his fist at the window. I don't like the new age way of writing, where everything, where breaking news is even that is reported like an op-ed. Like, there's too much subjective and conjecture in here. Why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I don't like touch controls, but who knows if the majority of your readers enjoy touch controls? Like, all that subjective stuff in breaking news needs to be out of there. Now, what you could say is survey show, or polls show, or reports show that most people may not like touch control, but just stuff like that. As someone who has written a lot of articles, who was real big on English articles and documents and stuff like that, and drafting those, breaking news needs to be short of all the subjective inclusion. Like, stop it. And and of course the other stuff where it's cumbersome or whatever. No, I mean, it's not 1, 2, 3 easy, but linking the Stadia controller, I don't think is rocket science. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's 5 steps. Let's we stop all that stuff. What are your thoughts on this article? I mean, this is interesting stuff that the bridge mode is coming. So now you're going to be able to use your other controllers on the Chromecast Ultra. So if you still have a Chromecast Ultra, that's great. Look, my suggestion ultimately is to get a Google TV. If Google TVs are not available or just isn't feasible for you, then go ahead and do this. But ultimately, my suggestion is get Google TV. This is a great option to have, again, if you are optionless otherwise. But I don't know how stable this is going to be when phone calls come in, or I don't know how much of your phone you got to dedicate to this. Like, if you want to go check up something real quick, look up a tip on how to get past the level. Does it break the bridge? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. What I will say is that what you're going to want to do, if you can, is get Google TV. It is so awesome. But what are my immediate thoughts on this? I think this is cool too. This is great. I'm just curious to find out what's all involved with using this. Okay. But with that said, those are just my thoughts. Let's wrap with the community. We got Twisted Barber in the house. What's up, MM2K? And Twisted Barber, along with, and I see we got our other member in here as well. Shout out to the homie Average, Twisted Barber, Average, Tommyrox. I don't even know if Tommy knows yet. And Christopher Torres are our 4 lieutenants for our Old Dirty Blasters Division 2 clan. We're going to be wrapping up entries, I think, this Wednesday at 11. I think I did send out a tweet where I said we were going to wrap up entries at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't get in, or if I can't send you an invite, I've been trying to send you a code, all that stuff comes to an end 11:59 p.m. After 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, I am out of the selection process as far as being the main driver. And those gentlemen, you'll have to hit them up and work with them if you want to be invited to the clan. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is a community platform. Everything that we do, we try to turn over to the community. So that's why that's being handled like that. So you better get in while the getting is good. I'll put a link up later, because I know the website isn't up right now to show you the website. We still kind of under construction. But we are still taking applicants. So if you're interested, we got a hell of a team, great team. We're still taking applicants, and if you want to register for the team, do so now. Do it sooner rather than later, because like I said, 11:59 p.m. this Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time, all registrations are closing. Now the Division 2 registration, not Division 2, the Destiny 2 registrations are now open. I'll put links to both of those soon. But if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. Shout out to Mike, he says afternoon. Shout out to you, my good friend, thank you very much. We got Bibbidi Bop, yo, 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 yo. And your mama knows says what's going on. Who else we got in the house here? We got Randy B says, yo, what's up, MM2K in chat. Chris, my bad. Torres, you were here. My bad, bro. Who else? Chariot Man Gaming. What's up, MM2K in chat? Patrick, he says, why do you think Google doesn't allow Bluetooth for their controller. Patrick, a great question. I think they don't allow Bluetooth for their controller because the technology that is behind the Stadia controller, as far as addressing latency, has to use Wi-Fi. And the implementation of Bluetooth adds much more latency than desired. So they went with the Wi-Fi methodology. Now, why don't they incorporate Bluetooth as well? It might have been the technology behind this can only do one thing or the other. That could be the case. Also, too, guys, again, this is an open mic session, but feel free to, if you want to support the platform, feel free to hit that super chat button below. It goes a long way to make this a better platform for you. And all of the updates and stuff that you guys are going to see this week is courtesy of you, because my wife wasn't giving me the money. I just got to keep it real. She wasn't kicking up the cash. We just bought a new house and she put a whole lot of money down, so she wasn't giving me the money. You know, and I've been buying all these games. So, yes, I mean, MM2K brings home a paycheck too, but, you know, my wife controls the cash flow. You know what I'm saying? So, I just come home with the check and say, here, Wharton. You know what I'm saying? So, we put a lot of money down on his house. And I wouldn't have been able to make these enhancements. We wouldn't have been able to partner with the people that we partner with and make sure that this is worth their while. This is all possible because of you all. So, you know, just to put that in perspective, when you see these enhancements and you see the new website and you see the new stuff that we're going to be doing, and the extra giveaways, there's going to be a video on that later this week too. The giveaway program, which really started last week, or started the week, started the week before last. That prior Friday, I can't remember what date that was, but anybody that super chatted right then and there, you got tickets that are going to contribute to our next giveaway, which is going to happen, I want to say on the 22nd of October. More on that. There's going to be a video on that. But definitely, if you enjoy what you see, it's all courtesy because of you guys. Us being able to get Doc Dark, a Premier Edition, and all that other good stuff. And now he can use bridge mode to use his Xbox controller to play on there. You know what I mean? So all that stuff is possible because of you. But to answer your question again, Patrick, which was a great question, that's why. The Wi-Fi technology that's in there, maybe it's all or nothing. And maybe trying to add Bluetooth in that would impede what the Wi-Fi technology is doing towards latency. But that's why they went with Wi-Fi. Randy B said, please send me your gamer tag, Randy, because I want to get you in there, good brother. I definitely want to get you in there. You're one of our big supporters. So that would be great to have you in there as well. Chris said, yeah, stop playing. Marcios Garcia Filez says, yo, what is up, my friend? Thank you for coming through. I know I butchered your name. I'm sorry. The green tea is still settling in. Touch control's huge market for Android users. Yeah, Barber. Twisted. I don't know what's up with these dudes, man. We were joking around on our stream. I don't know what's up with us damn Yankees, Barber. Like, is that even necessary? You know what I mean? Like, thank you, Barber. You hit it right on the head. And again, I'm going to read it. Today, touch controls is a huge market for Android users, with Stadia about to enter the India market. This is a good move as it shows that Google will be ready for India. Of course, touch controls are not ideal. They're not ideal for old fogies like us. You know what I'm saying? Maybe me, this writer, and the homie Barber. Barber's like, don't put me in that. don't add no years to me. I'm not using icy hot like you. But you know what I'm saying, Barber? Like, Barber hit that right on the head. Like, come on, man. We can stop with, and this is breaking news. Stop with this subjective crap. It just burns me up. Even if it was positive for Stadia, even if they said, Stadia is the most best platform, like just give us the straight dope. You know what I'm saying? Then come with a follow-up article where you throw your subjectivity in it. Breaking news, I feel, should not have subjectivity in it, man. I don't feel. That's just me. 4 Scars Gaming says, sorry I'm late. No, you always on time, brother. Dr. Stream X, I'm sorry. Chris is part of he's part of the clan, I believe. Dr. Stream X, my apologies, is a lieutenant. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna be promoting more lieutenants, but the lieutenants are Dr. Stream X, also Dominicano, and check out his channel, man. Drop a link to your channel, brother. We got to rap about that too. It's Dr. Stream X, the homie Twisted Barber, Average, and Tommyrox. I don't think Tommyrox even does. I'm sorry. Hey, Chris, if you interested, let me know, brother. We can rap. You know what I'm saying? We're just doing stuff in stages right now. Just what do you think the pro games are going to be in M2K? I'm going to get into that. Let me see. Who else we got here? All right. And Dr. Stream X says, what up, MM? What's going on? All right. So let me do this real quick, y'all. I want to pull up. I'm going to get real nostalgic right now. Real nostalgic. But I got to pull up the tweet in order for it to even happen. 4 Scars Gaming. Yeah, your ear should be burning, John. Your ear should be burning, John. I'm talking about you, brother. All right. Now we got it up there on the screen. Let's talk about it real quick. Shout out to everybody that is here, and definitely tweet this. I'll let people know that we're live. I know this was real like ad hoc out of nowhere. I wanted to do it at 11:30, but house stuff. I get to blame everything on the house. This is courtesy of our good friend John Scar. He says here, let me make this bigger. I'm excited to officially announce Caring from the Clouds Super Stadia Extravaganza, a massive worldwide Stadia community charity fundraising event in October. Details and giveaways on the 4 Scars Gaming blog. Caring from the Cloud Stadia 100 fundraiser. All right, let's go to that blog. Do that. Let's not end it here. Let's make this bigger for the people in the back. All right. And I did a video on this earlier today. So I'm not going to reiterate that video that I did, that Morning Tonic. Shout out to all of you that check out the Morning Tonic. And if you want me to go over this again, you can check out the blog or listen to the Morning Tonic, whatever you want to do. We got a link to this blog as well for the Morning Tonic, the video that we did earlier. But here's what I didn't cover in there. It says donate and you'll be entered to win a prize, a raffle prize. Prizes will be awarded via raffle the Saturdays that the contest is going to occur: October the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd and the 30th. And so here goes just some of the prizes. They currently got donated Cake Bash, 4 codes so that you can play online with your friends. That's dope. We got Fogs, Get Pack, Killer Queen Black, 2 codes per prize so you can play with your friend online. See, John Scar be ahead of the game, man. John be ahead of the game. I don't think anybody else, and not to take anything away from anybody else that is donating stuff, but John doesn't just say, okay, let me put this out there, let me put this out there. He goes the extra step, and he's considerate towards fellow gamers and say, look, this prize is best had with other people. So let me think ahead and let's bundle this together. See, this is great stuff. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier about caring about your fellow gamers. When you care about your fellow gamers, this is how you approach stuff. This is so dope. I love this, and I love being a part of it. So there's a lot of great games up here right now, and hopefully we'll get more donations for the cause. But you got to thank John. John's in the chat right now. Say thank you, John. John is hosting and sponsoring this whole thing, and we're participating, trying to make this a great event for the community and for the great causes that are involved. So what I want to do, I just want to share the schedule real quick. So the first Saturday, it's going to be kicked off by our good friends over at Helix Cloud Games. So definitely check them out. And they're going to be doing a stream at 6 a.m. And they 2 times Adam's Family Mayhem on Stadia game codes, Killer Black, you know what I'm saying? So this is the stuff that they're going to be the prizes for that particular week. But within that Saturday, it's being kicked off by Helix. Then it's followed up by John. Then PNTS. Oh, I didn't even announce this yet. This should be a formal announcement. I didn't even announce this yet. But we are going to, we have 2 announcements this week. Either today or tomorrow I'm going to make another announcement. But PNTS Network officially welcomes Peter Cottontail to the family. Yes, Peter Cottontail. He is going to be heading up some of our initiatives. I ain't going to talk about them yet. But he's going to be heading up some of our initiatives. So congratulations to Peter Cottontail, man. Welcome to the family, good brother. He's doing some fantastic work. I mean, like, when I talked to him, I had an idea about something. And before I even finished my thought, the brother already had the stuff out there. Like, golly. So shout out to Peter Cottontail. And he's going to be contributing as well. We got Connor Wilson. So those are going to be the people that are going to kick off the event on that first Saturday. On the second Saturday, which is the 9th, we got 4 Scars kicking it off. We got Rock. We got Project Storm. We got my spiritual advisor, Clive and Linden, in the house. We got the homie Vivi, Scooterama, and we got the homie Vet Cloud Gaming doing something as well. The third Saturday, John is going to be kicking it off, Stadia Pro Gaming. We got Granite T Rock. We got Ian Matties. Jim is going to be doing something. Meg is going to be doing something. Ninja Guy X is going to be doing something. Oh, this lunatic. He needs his own charity for himself. This lunatic MM2K is going to be playing something. Now, what am I going to be playing? I don't know as of yet. I'll get into that a little bit. We'll figure something out. I might do like a stream. I might do like a crowd play game, to get people that are watching involved, have some fun. All right, and this is the 4th Saturday where we got Ninja Guy X, best known for his valiant effort in the Stadia Community Championships or the Summer Community Championships. We got Eon Breyer doing something. And then SML Podcast, a special SML podcast, will be airing live from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on that 4th Saturday. And we're going to be talking all things Stadia. We want people to call in. We might have people come in via Discord. Whatever we can do to get you in to talk about your Stadia experience, we're going to do it. All right. Then we got the homie, Original Penguin. He's going to be doing something between 1 and 3. Stadiaverse. Malashore, the sneaky homie, Ray Sherrod. And then we got Mr. Jack Deslett doing something. He's following up behind me as well the week prior. We got Codex TV the last Saturday. We got Codex TV. We got John Scar, Stadia TV, Cloud Gaming Dad. And then the Old Dirty Blasters. We might have to change that, John. I might have to give you the Old Dirty Blasters logo. The Old Dirty Blasters are closing this out via Stadia Dosage streams. John, I'll send you what you need. I think, instead of putting me up there, let's put the Old Dirty Blasters up there. So we're definitely going to be rocking the house. Now we're not scheduled to be on longer than 2 hours, but we're thinking about doing a raid. We're deliberating this right now. All right. So stay tuned for that. Okay. And it's a great charity event. And what I love about this, y'all, and for those of you that have been around, it reminds me of the nostalgic days when the Stadia community was brand new, where all of us would get together and we would do events like this. And we would show our love for the platform. You know what I'm saying? And raise awareness of what the platform was capable of. That's why I want to highlight Old Dirty Blasters. And I'm just thinking about this, John, and I know I'm talking live on air, figuring this stuff. I want to highlight the Old Dirty Blasters opposed to myself, because the Old Dirty Blasters, we're all about that connectivity. We're all about understanding that Stadia is just another way to game, to enjoy our main love, which is gaming. You know what I mean? And to just illustrate that effort. Currently, 40% of our registrants for the Old Dirty Blasters, the ones that have already been accepted or part of the crew, 40% of them are PC gamers. 40% are PC gamers. Wow. That's fantastic. And that's what we're trying to do. And we're going to be doing the same thing with Destiny 2. When we do Destiny 2, Old Dirty Blasters, hell, it might be a third Stadia, a third PlayStation, a third Xbox, or a quarter of, our goal is to get us gaming with everybody so everybody can see that this is just about us showing that Stadia is just another way to game. But enough about Old Dirty Blasters. Back to the charity event. This is going to be a hell of an event. I am so honored to be part of this. Thank you to my good friend John Scar. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this. And I can't wait. October's right around the corner. This is going to be great stuff. So with that said, definitely check out the blog. John, if you could if you're still listening, drop a link to the blog in the chat. I'm going to have it in the description and all that other stuff too. But if you could drop a link to the blog so everybody knows where to go, so they know, where to put their placeholders and stuff like that as far as time and everything, and where they can go to donate. That'd be great too. All right. Tommyrox is in the house. Tommy, why ain't you a mod? Tommy, you must have changed your ID. Must be a new channel. Now Tommy says the clan. Hold on one second. Where's Tommy's comment at? I can't find Tommy's comment. Tommy says, Jesus. Gee, I can't find his comment for some reason. Tommy says the clan is far from. There he goes. Okay. He says the clan is far from raid ready. It demands a build. Oh, so you're saying that because I got builds and I can't give people my stuff yet. Well, we got to run some games, man. We definitely got to run some games. I see you out, and I'm not referring that to you. Tommy is really running with the squad. Now, Tommy, what region are you in? Are you in UK? Because then you can hook up with Twisted, and y'all can run some. If time frames are all out of whack. But another thing too, Old Dirty Blasters, we got to get together in a Discord and start planning these weekly events up until we do a raid. You know what I'm saying? So we can get everybody up to par. We got damn well over 20 people. You know what I'm saying, that or either in the group or registered to be in the group. You know what I'm saying? So to Tommy's point, we should be able to get ready. It's just, but Tommy brings up a great point. We got to get ready. So you heard that, Old Dirty Blasters. One of your lieutenants called you out live on stage. We got more than enough people for a raid. Yep. And Tommy says he can help people farm and all that other stuff. So yeah, I mean, you're a lieutenant. You may be able to put a message out there too, Tommy. And Tommy, I think let's wrap. DM me behind the scenes. We'll get some meetings together so we can get some people in there. Windstar, who's another member, he says, look, he's down to farm and all that other stuff. Absolutely. We got more than enough people, so we should be able to do this. All right, y'all. So that was raising awareness to the whole community side of what's going on. This awesome community event. That was session 1. Definitely sign up. Hopefully John is able to drop a link. Yep, go to fourscoresgaming.com. Check it out. I appreciate it, John, for you letting me be in this thing. So that's and that is definitely something that I can't wait to do. Just bringing up nostalgic feelings, and hopefully the community will enjoy it as well. All right, what's next on the docket, y'all? Where's 2K? So this is gonna be real quick. But I do want you guys' thoughts on this. We had some great programming this weekend. We had a great SML, so definitely check it out. SML podcast. I was on Project Storm's channel. It was SML 46 to be exact. Then the following day, Project Storm hosted again and had a hell of a Stadia Revolution. Him and Stadia Revolution did a hell of a Revolutionary Storm podcast. So check that out. So PTS Network dropped some hellified content this weekend. Definitely check it out. In addition to that, those podcasts, I had a great opportunity to sit in on the godfather of Stadia of Stadia content. And that's our good friend Sunny Cloud Gaming. So Sunny was doing an open mic like this, and he had mentioned that I had asked him a question. He was saying some very profound, really common sense stuff, but it was profound to hear him saying it. Someone who has always been on the mark of what's going on with Stadia, always had his finger on the pulse. He has his resources. And it was comical because somebody asked him, who's telling you this stuff? And he said, I'm not divulging that to you, but he always has his finger on the pulse. And we've had our finger on the pulse as well, too. But I'm very confident that Sunny really, really, really is tapped in. And that's great stuff. And he, like us, don't put stuff out there in the ethos as factual without kicking the tires and making sure that there's a lot of, checks and balances behind it. And if it's something hasn't been vetted, but he thinks is a fathomable explanation of what's going on, he lets you know that. And one of the things that he did so with during this open mic was he talked about 2K. And I asked him frankly, I said, Sonny, during this live stream, I said, what are your thoughts on the whole 2K thing? You think they're just waiting to quality control or quality check their games before they come to Stadia, or there just isn't support? The support has stifled. And what he had to say was somewhere in between. What's going on, y'all, is that Stadia, because it's not a premier platform, meaning it's not a platform that 2K can use to keep its lights on, because they got 50 million Xboxes or 100 million PlayStations out there, whatever the current generation numbers are. Because it's not that, and it's doing a favor more to Google than it is for 2K, Google has to pay for these ports. Everything that's coming to the platform, it sounds like, when it comes to these big AAA developers, they got to pay for it. Because again, it's doing Google, at this point in time, it's doing Google more a favor than it is them. But many may see this as investing, or not, just making sure that all their eggs isn't in one basket. So investing and building up a consumer base somewhere else. They may see long-term benefits to this, but for the immediate benefits, for a lot of them, it's like, from what I'm gathering, it's benefiting Google more than it is them. immediately. And when you have a situation where COVID is so profound in your decision making, and you got to put more concentration on the now, that's a big deal. So what it sounds like, what I was gathering, and I could be wrong, go back and listen to a stream this past Saturday, but what I was gathering from the conversation is that the games that we got originally were all part of a package deal. So we got NBA 2K20 and NBA 2K21, and we got all the other games that we got as part of a package deal. 22 wasn't offered in that deal, so anything after that wasn't offered in that deal. Then there was also Borderlands, I'm assuming, and other stuff. Okay, that was all part of the deal that they made with 2K or Take-Two. So then to renegotiate another deal, you know what I'm saying? You're renegotiating a new price for a new subsect of games. And maybe the price was too high. Maybe it didn't include 2K initially. Maybe there's a deal that's being hashed or has hashed. From what I understand, they're still working out details on stuff, and they're trying to nail this stuff down. But it sounds like there was a level of complication to getting a new deal settled before NBA 2K22 was to release. And I'm glad that was brought up. And again, not with 100% certainty, because Sonny didn't even say that. He said, from sources that he's hearing. Again, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't confirm with 100% validity, but it sounds like that he trusts this information, that it sounds solid. And therefore I do too. It makes a whole bunch of sense for someone who has the lineage and has been following how game deals are being made. When you're looking at a platform that isn't a premier platform and you factor in COVID and other things, it makes perfect sense that 2K22 would be part of a new deal. Some of these other games would be part of a new deal, and they haven't hashed them out yet. And a big reason could be, hey, look, we want to be able to give you whatever we give you. And Google probably said no. You know what I'm saying? Like no. Like, if we're going to pay this amount of money, these are the guarantees that we want for our consumer base. You know what I'm saying? It's the art of negotiation. Decision. It's a wise business. One of my business mentors that happened to be, man, I was blessed as someone who was going up the ladder during his career early on. You know what I'm saying? I was completely blessed in these chain of events. Because where I started opening mail. I was still in school when I first started at my company. And I started opening mail. What happened was they dissolved our group, our mail group, because they were going to outsource some things. And so I was out of a job for a few weeks. But there was the department that I'm in now came down because they heard that there were going to be some employees that that were going to be displaced, and they wanted to know if they could maybe use any of us. So they came down and did interviews with us, and I mentioned I was going to school, and that perked them up. So they said, okay, well, we were just looking for some mail people, but if you're going to school, what are you going to school for? And I said, business management and accounting. And they're like, oh, okay, all right, well, And so then instead of me coming, and they accepted me, there was a period, a transitional period where I was out of a job. But then it wasn't that long and they hired me and I was brought up. And when they brought me up, instead of me being a a male person because they were extending their operations and they needed male people. Instead of me being a male person, I ended up becoming an account rep. And that was one of the major positions up there. And I trained there. And what ended up happening is my mentor that was my mentor in the old mail area ended up moving simultaneously. And I think that was a big reason why they even made such a leap with me. Because I was getting eyeballs like, hold on, isn't this one of those male people that are automatically moving them into an account rep specialist, whatever? He also moved to the new area. So my mentor followed me. And after that move, he also became a professor at my school. So then I wouldn't switch some of my classes so I could be there and continue to learn from him. And this guy was top, was top of the top, was best of the best. Showed me so much. I got so much insight from this guy that you'll have people that are far higher than me that still don't have the insight because of how connected this guy was. So I was blessed in that realm. But why do I bring this up? I bring this up because it's important to understand that experience, know-how, and lineage, you'll know how all this stuff works is key. Just coming up and shooting from the hip on possibilities without vetting them, without someone guiding you on how business decisions are made and all that other stuff, is not smart. And it's not helpful. It may be entertaining, but it's not helpful. So hearing all this stuff from during that conversation that Sonny was having, it makes a lot of sense. Because I know how big decisions are made with my coverage of the gaming community and talking to some developers even before I even started doing YouTube. That would make perfect sense. That's what's going on. And just getting a feel of how 2K or Take-Two operates, it sounds like that things are still being hammered out, that we got what we got because of original deals that were hammered out from the beginning, and they're still negotiating newer terms. You know what I'm saying? And it could be that Stadia could have had 2K at launch, but Take-Two went back to the drawing board and said, hey, look, we don't ever want to experience anything like we did before where we got embarrassed over the support that we gave you for 2K21. So here's what we offer that you do. Any problems, you got to do this and do that. And Google could have said no. Google could have said no. So we don't know what happened. But like Foursquare's Gaming is indicating down here, he says, dev split. He says, I wonder if these negotiations were influential to the pricing changes we heard about in the summer. Dev split and Stadia Pro money. At the end of the day, this is all about money. Hold on. And shout out to my brother Shake Kappa. Shake, where the hell you been at? He says, MM2K, you too old to be playing shooters. Too old? Tell that to the people that, hey, Shake, if you think I'm too old to be playing shooters, you better ask the people who develop them. When you find out their age, you're going to fall out your seat. Shout out to Tommyrox. He says, I'm in Europe. I can help farm for better gear. Okay, great. So yeah, Tommy, you can get with Twisted. Y'all might be in similar time zones. And, you know what I'm saying? And help. Y'all are lieutenants. So if y'all want to invite people to the clan, if you know somebody, Tommy, bring them in, bro. Bring them in. 8 players in the raid and all that other stuff. Great. All right, good stuff. Let's get this bread, y'all, says Average. Hell yeah. Shout out to Victor Del Maestro. He says, we can't control business behind the scenes. Whatever games we get and enjoy. Yeah, Chris, I'm with that. 1,000%. But I think it was good to add some clarity that, this isn't a premier platform. So 2K doesn't look at it like, oh yeah, we're in, or Google no question, we're releasing on Xbox. We gotta release on Xbox. They don't look at Stadia like that. Because Stadia is not big enough yet. If anything, any AAA developer that is putting their game on the platform, it's more beneficial to the platform than it is for them. Opposed to where Xbox is definitely PlayStation and PC, because of their saturation, they're like, we gotta put it out on there. So they're not paying them that put the game on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of their strategic rollout is, oh yeah, we gotta get this on Xbox. So until Stadia gets to that point, these are just some of the further complications, and some of the challenges that they have to deal with and navigate around so they can get the big games. It's possible for them to get them, but y'all just got to be cognizant of how this stuff works. That's why I use the term premier platforms. The premier platforms, we got to be on there. You ain't got to pay us. We got to be here. You're a premier platform. For non-premier platforms, they're going to have to shell out some cash. And especially during COVID, that's just common sense. Shake cutting up. But, we just got to understand how this works. Not shoot from the hip and better understand. And what Stadia has to do, too, is they don't have infinite resources. Google has infinite resources. Stadia is still given a budget. And that budget is paramount because they're not even looked at yet, if any of these cloud streaming services are. They're not even looked at yet as a revenue building service right now. This is all R&D or just building right now. This is all the building phase stuff right now. They're not even looked at as a revenue stream, a full-fledged revenue stream service at the moment. It's built to be that way, but it's not in that full revenue stream phase right now. Like, this is like what they're hoping is that the money that we put towards this will help subsidize, the efforts of building this thing up. That's all. This is not looked at as some way to bring in revenue to the parent company Alphabet yet. This is all about subsidizing the effort so it continues to grow. So, because of that, they're given a budget. And a lot of that budget is going towards growth, but it's not infinite. I'm pretty sure the budget is a fair size, and they've extended that budget because they wanted Stadia to double down on its efforts with developers and stuff and hash out new deals. But when Stadia is making these deals, it's kind of like, y'all got to think about it this way. If you're a Madden player, because I've had to go through this and I got myself in trouble. If you play football or any sports game, a simulation sports game where you got players and you got to negotiate contracts, you might have, the company together might have a quadrillion dollars, but you're only allowed to dole out X amount of dollars for your players. So you got to look at Stadia the same way. Stadia has a budget and they got to figure out, like, okay, Take-Two just said to us, either get them $70 million for these next 4 games and we lighten up on the quality assurance, or or they'll increase the quality assurance and we got to give them $100 million for 3 games. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that, but that's how negotiations happen. And so Stadia could be looking at that and be like, well, damn, our budget is $150 million or whatever the case may be. And Battlefield and EA's asking for $80 million. And EA is willing to give us these 7 games, increase their quality insurance, and do all this other stuff. Like, okay, let's sign that EA deal right now and get that worked out and get that ready for release. We got to continue to hash out this 2K thing. That's how negotiations work. So that's how we got to look at this. This is not, if you don't just say, okay, all right, Alphabet Company, they want $100 million, so let's give it to, it don't work like that. You got investors, you got a board, you got the stock market. You can't operate like that, especially with a company, with a sector that's not in the revenue side of things as of yet. You can't justify that to your investors. So we gotta put all that stuff into consideration. All right. Before we start blabbering and start saying, yeah, Stadia's closing down and all that other stuff, they have a budget. They got to hash out and negotiate deals. Maybe what 2K wants opposed to what they're offering, they got to find a way to work around that. Because of their budget, all right, look, our budget is $200 million. Our budget for getting games this cycle is $200 million. They want $100 million for 3 games. EA's willing to give us 80 for 7. They want 80 for 7. I like what EA's doing right now. Let's get that, because EA is big. We got to still figure out this thing with 2K, because even if we do accept it, it's only 3 games, and that only leaves us with 20 million games. 20 million for games. They're all going to be indies. Like, we need more games. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of things that are hashed out. Victor Del Maestro says, but gaming consoles will be impacted far more than clouds. Hold on. Let me try to get Victor's point all together. Victor says, in my honest opinion, supply chain distribution is getting even worse and will impact game platforms for years to come. We can't just get a hold of newer chipsets because of it. So a cloud platform like Stadia will benefit. They simply, yeah, absolutely. And hopefully, what you'll see happening, Vic, is you'll see a culmination of 2 things. You'll see Stadia wanting to take advantage of that and not do what they did after GDC and up until launch, which is like put themselves on the main stage just a little too much. I'm not saying they did it as much as people did. People just didn't understand the purpose being served at the GDC and all that other stuff. And they just didn't read stuff. Like we show you all the time on this platform. If you read stuff, you'll find out that Stadia actually wasn't trying to do what everybody said they were trying to do. All right. So with that being said, I agree. Stadia needs to say, hey, look, check us out. Look at what we're doing. And if you can't find the console, give us a look. Something that promotes the platform, but doesn't put it out there on, doesn't make it seem like that it's out to take out consoles or that it's even capable of doing that. You know what I mean? So I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. All right, y'all. So we're running short on time. So those are my thoughts on 2K. My wife is going to kill me, but let's do a couple more minutes. We're going to do the feedback. And as part of the feedback, we're gonna squeeze these last 2 sessions in there. As part of the feedback, let's do session 3, which was going to be Stadia Pro predictions, but I ran my mouth too damn long. And session 4 is going to be the feedback. Let's lump them together. I want to know your Stadia Pro predictions and or something that you want Stadia to do better or something that you want them to implement that they haven't implemented. So let me do both of my parts on that. For the Stadia Pro, I'm going to jump out. No, I doubt. Well, here's the thing. I was surprised to see PGA Tour 2K21 as a Stadia Pro game. A lot of people are suggesting maybe Mafia will be a Stadia Pro game. I mean, with the new revenue sharing, what's it called? If Stadia can prove that'll be beneficial to 2K to do this, Maybe they will be willing to put it out there. I don't know, man. I'm at a loss. I don't have any Stadia Pro predictions right now. I was turning this all over to you guys. What the heck? This may be subject to change. I'm gonna say. Nah, I'm not gonna go there. I have no idea. I'm not even gonna front. I have no idea. What do you guys think is gonna be the Stadia Pro predictions? And one thing that I would like to see Stadia implement or get is I want Dying Light 2. I mean, that's my biggest thing. I want word that Dying Light 2 is coming to the platform. That game is perfect for Stadia. It's perfect. Now get the game, but I'm pretty sure Dying Light 2 is going to have a multiplayer mode. What I really want Stadia to do is get Dying Light 2, then send engineers out to get Dying Light 2 crossplay with PC. You know what I mean? Like the whole PC crossplay thing, I would hire more engineers to deploy globally and make PC crossplay. These are PC ports. Make PC crossplay just elementary and part of the process. You know what I mean? I mean, people complain about cheating on PC. Then if people are worried about that, give them the option to shut off crossplay with PC. But for those of us that just want to play with other people, open it up. Open it up. So that's what I would do if I'm Stadia. I'm getting more technicians and engineers out to ensure that crossplay is deployed with PC, at least with PC. And I want Dying Light 2 on the platform. And I want Dying Light 1, the enhanced version for Stadia Pro. I think that game, at least early on, is going to be that important to the platform as Resident Evil. It's not as big as Resident Evil, but it has the potential to be just as important to this platform as Resident Evil. I'd get that on there. All right, with that said, let's go to the chat real quick before we close it up. Marcia Garcia Felix says the Falconer. I think the Falconer is coming. Mafia to celebrate the founder's birthday. That would be dope, Twisted. Dr. StreamX says, Adam's Family has a game coming out. Yes, I think they have a game coming out. I think it's already out on the Switch. Or, no, John Scars can tell you. Oh, that's the Nightbot. Already discussed Phone Link. Well, now, what's Phone Link? Help me out, Sean. What's Phone Link? Forrest Scars Gaming says, also, I think Super Animal Royale with added paid content could be a pro game, just like we got with Bomberman. That's a good suggestion. Collins Dynasty says, Dying Light would be fantastic for Stadia. Endeavor says, Adam, Spirit, Fair, Fogs, and another new game. Okay, those are some dope selections. Victor Del Maestro says, native 4K 60 frames per second HDR. I mean, gotcha. Bippity says, if we had to get one game from Take-Two, I would like it to be GTA 5. I would love to see EA play on Stadia 2. That's a great one. A great one. Adam's Family sounds like a very likely pro candidate. They delayed it a week on Stadia from all other platforms until October 1st. That's a great point. Great stuff. All right. And Victor says, MM2K cloud gaming platforms haven't had the time to show a profit. Absolutely. Let me see. We got some other comments up here that I may have missed that we want to shout out. Shout out to Ray3473, the gaming cyborg. He says, Coda Stadia. Oh, yo, Christopher Torres. Ray the cyborg, yes, is in the house. Shout out to Ray. Yep, and congrats to Peter. Chariot Man is listening at work. All right, y'all, we got to get out of here. It's already 13 after, so my wife has been sitting out there waiting for me for 13 minutes, and I haven't even left yet. This is a no-no. When I come back, I want to do Old Dirty Blaster stream. So those of you that are part of the clan, all ready to have your invites active and your gaming, be ready if you want to hop in and save my ass again. Those of you like Randy B who needs to send us, do that now, so I can get you guys active. We're growing, man. We're growing. You know what I'm saying? So, and the Destiny 2 stream. I'll put a link to all that out there later. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here. Wanted to do something real quick and impromptu. Thank you so much for your participation. And until next time, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.